everybody. Welcome to TFT Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with Oberon. Me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, for my Material Matter segment. Your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2023. It's a great new year. Sunny is still around to harass me. Sunny, you stay down here. You're not allowed. You stay. He'll be here, I'm sure. Well, at any rate, welcome to the show. Special New Year's edition. A little extra for you this week. But first, let's start with that card for the collective. And I'm using the Auspicious Symbols deck. One more time, and we'll switch it up. Whoopsie. We're getting a lot of repeats in this deck this time. It's kind of interesting. Have to see what the cards hold for us today. All right. Well, it is not a repeat. Well, we may have had this before, but not recently. It's actually Ladybug. And Ladybug says, "Beloved Ladybug lands nearby to remind you about happiness and positive change." Positive change is good. All right. All right. Mr. Producer, distract the sun man. Ladybug. Allow Ladybug to land softly with her greetings and gift of happy blessings. Although she is tiny, her message is universal. It's all about sharing joy. This symbolic creature is a sign of luck and good vibes for you in this moment. Reflect on what is happening right now in your life. Have you had small signs of positive energy, synchronicities, and chance? Can you recall how feeling pleasantly surprised or delighted changed your outlook? The color of Ladybug, red and black dots, invites the energy of passion and play. Use this message to focus on the small gifts already present all around you. You know, hey, good things come in small packages, right? It's a truth. And the bottom line is that Ladybug is saying, look at the small in your life right now, you know, and before long, before you really, once you start to think about it, those little small things start adding up into something much bigger. So hopefully Ladybug will bring you good luck in 2023. That's what I have for the collective. Good luck with that. Well, let's move on to our readings. And, of course, before we do, we're going to take a look at what's happening astrologically. This reading is good from January 1st through January 7th. The moon will be traveling from Taurus and into Cancer, transiting into Leo on January 7th. Venus is going into Aquarius on January 2nd. And there's a full moon. The full moon is going to be in Cancer on January 6th. Kwanzaa ends on January 1st, and of course, it's New Year's. Woohoo! So hopefully everybody is geared to have a great new year ahead. And I hope you've been celebrating. All right. Hey, air signs, what are you whipping into the new year with those winds of yours, those feisty winds of yours? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, this reading's for you for the week ahead, with a little extra for the year ahead. Okay. Okay, hey, your focus for the week ahead, air signs, is the moon. The mysterious moon. Oh, I'm having a problem. There we go. All right. So, your focus for the week ahead is here. Here, actually, in your gut. Trust your gut for guidance, for what your next move should be. You have the answers. They're inside. They may seem a little bit, how should I say this, a little bit hidden from view. Even internally, you might have to dig a little bit, do some meditation, give it some thought, but you have the answers. Trust your gut. Your gut might be telling you something right now, and maybe you're ignoring it. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, how about with another upright major card, the Lovers. The Lovers is upright. Wow, okay, it's just me today. The Lovers is upright, and so, the thing is, watch how best you can prepare for this focus is to make sure, when your gut is telling you to do something, that it really is the right choice to make. It's up to you to discern what to go with and what to not. What voices might be some critical speak in your mind, and which ones might be truly telling you what's happening. So beware the choices you make, your material choices, your moves this early on, the first week of the new year. And let's not forget, Mercury is retrograde. So it might be a good idea, like I said, you're better off trusting your gut than maybe outside voices. And maybe that's what this Lovers card is here to remind you. All right. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I got to tell you, it's the Four of Pentacles reversed. I think, I think there'll be cooperation. People may want you to free up some resources, to free up some money, to, for them to do more work for you or set things in motion that need to be done. Maybe free up some money to invest more in, a particular stock or investment that's hot. And if you do that, I feel like people will cooperate. People will be very into what you are doing. But ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Considering the cards you have here, even with the choices that you make, I feel that this is going to be kind of a slow week. This is, the first week after the holidays. Everybody's getting back on track, hopefully. So and as a matter of fact, some people may have Monday, Tuesday off, for the holidays. So count on things being kind of slow. Count on there not being much in the way of forward progress. And let's see how things go. Let's recap. So, your gut will tell you the best way to go and proceed during this crazy time of Mercury retrograde. Beware of the choices that you make. Don't let others kind of sway you away from what you are feeling inside. And others may need some more resources or income, some cash flow in order to accomplish what you want. It's also possible too, I'm just going to say it, that you may not be giving it up for that. You may actually be letting go of cash flow for some bills to others that just need to be paid right now. And so ultimately, there's not a lot of forward or backward movement. I feel that it's just going to be slow. It may seem rather sluggish to you, but everything needs a break. So don't feel bad if things aren't moving along for you this week, air signs. Oh, I didn't forget, but I wanted to make sure I had a free slate for this. So it's going to take a little longer today, but I'm just drawing 2 cards for the air signs to figure out something for 2023, a message for you materially for 2023. All right. Well, first card is the King of Swords reversed. The second card is, oh, the Seven of Wands reversed. So both, it's kind of a hit and miss thing here. Opportunities, challenges. It looks like it's going to be a challenge this year. Excuse me, a challenge this year to make decisions that are, that are appropriate for you. You're going to be undecided a lot. You're going to feel uncertain about the moves that you make, and it's largely because you feel as though, whatever move you make could put you in jeopardy. Either competitors are going to get the edge on you, you're fearing, or, you make the wrong move with your money or decision and you're going to lose in the markets. It also could just have to do with, your workflow issues as well. You could do things that will really sink you this year if you're not careful. And it was kind of indicative here too. Do be careful, air signs, of the decisions you're making in 2023. There will be challenges afoot, challenges to your good position. People want to bring you down, whether it's office politics, whether it's competitors. You always got to watch your back in the material world. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a little bit of a challenging year for you in 2023. Hey, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's set off some fireworks at the start of the new year here, fire signs. Let's go. All right, your focus for the week ahead is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is reversed, though. And I'm sorry about that. But not exactly, because, there are better cards, but the bottom line is that you have learned how to take your losses, let's say, from 2022, the lessons maybe you've learned from that, what you have left, and you realize you can move on now to new opportunities. This is a brand new year. It's a clean slate. You're no longer going to dwell on what was, and you're going to focus on what is in the here and now and what you can achieve going forward. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, we have the Magician reversed. One way you can prepare for that focus, for sure, would to be, you got to be prepared, in order to move forward with what you have left. And you faced challenges in the last year, so you ought to know you got to have everything you need in place should there be a crisis or, a downturn. So the bottom line is you take what you have left, take those lessons that you've learned and apply them into, creating a plan for yourself. Don't get caught off guard and don't get caught without the tools you need in order to succeed. All right. Will there be forward or backward movement I'm sorry. What about people? Will there be cooperation or conflict? It's the Knight of Swords. Here it is again. The Knight of Swords is reversed. So I feel like, in communicating with others, there may be some difficulties in reaching agreements, reaching compromise, being fair with one another. There may be some spats coming up in this week ahead related to that, It's possible that people just feel that you're not prepared enough, for what's coming. And, there's going to be some disagreement perhaps on what's needed to move forward in a positive direction in this new year. And also, again, that elephant in the room, January is going to be a tough month with Mercury retrograde. With the Knight of Swords reversed, it's just indicating communications are going to be a little bit skewed, a little bit complicated, maybe even a lot of obstructions, getting the communications you need from others. So here's the problem. Ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement? or no movement at all. Well, fire signs, the Tower's reversed and in the last position here. So I have to tell you, you know, if you're not prepared for things that are coming your way, and also if you have not taken, into account, not just leaving behind the things that went wrong in 2022 and dwelling on it and being disappointed, but actually learning from it. If you have learned nothing from what you've lost or setbacks that you've had in 2022, you can expect whatever you're trying to work on this week to build is going to be on a shaky foundation again, and you're going to repeat this cycle all over again. So this is a cautionary tale for you fire signs. Right now it's looking like, you're ready to go forward. You're ready to meet new opportunities head on. You want to take what you have left from the past. You want to take those lessons and move forward. But maybe you're being a little bit shoddy in the preparation, and maybe you're not thinking of everything you need. Maybe there are some skills you need that you just aren't tending to, and if you don't, well, there's a potential here others will not be happy. They're going to see things a little bit differently than you. It's going to be hard to reach agreement, compromise. It's going to get hard to get buy-in from people if they think you're just repeating the same losing cycle over and over again. Don't do that, fire signs. Move forward. All right, good luck with you on that, fire signs. And let's see what other insights I can give you for 2023. All right. Well, this is interesting. First card is the Fool, and the second card is the Hierophant. They're both upright, but I think it's interesting because I think, this kind of falls into that Five of Cups we had in the other reading. You do want to take some risks. You do want to take some chances in the year ahead. You do want to just go for it. Take that cup from last year and take it in a new direction, something maybe you haven't even tried before. But the challenge is this. It challenges the status quo. It challenges, the way things are, and it challenges the way things are, and maybe some people don't like that. They don't like you shaking up and trying something that may be risky. They want you to be more conservative. So the challenge might be to buy people in, or even this might be you too. Maybe you're battling within yourself, that you want to take a more conservative approach when there is some new opportunity or I think the energies are telling you to take some risks this year. Take that and go for it. But this one is saying, lay low and be conservative. So what are you going to do, fire signs? I think I know. You're going to take that chance and challenge. And it may upset some people, but you know what? We fire signs, we got to do what we got to do. All right. That's what I have for you. Now we're on water signs. Hey, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's not let Mercury retrograde rain on your parade, water signs. Right. Well, your focus for the week ahead is Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is reversed. kind of feeling here that cash flow might be an issue. Did we overspend during the holidays, or you know, you didn't get the expected sales you were hoping during the holiday season? Were sales down? Or if you're in the food industry, were you not getting the business you had expected? It just seems as though cash flow, the in and out, is going to be your focus for this week, and why it seems like you're putting out more than what you're getting in. And that goes for people on the job too. You know, you might be feeling as though you've been putting out a lot of effort, a lot of work. Why didn't you get that bonus or raise at the end of the year? What happened? So maybe you're feeling just like, you know, you've been kind of neglected. How best can you prepare for that focus? This is Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is upright. Best way to prepare for that focus is to pull back a little bit. Pull back and assess what's wrong. It's definitely time to take an assessment before you dig yourself in deeper, you know, right? So if a job is not working out for you, if you're not getting the compensation you feel you deserve, maybe it's time to consider moving on. Maybe it's time to consider moving your money if the payout's not there for you. Maybe it's time to get some equity or some flow back into your life that's fair and balanced. All right, what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I could look at this two ways, but I really think what this is saying, it's the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is upright. Kind of like this here because I almost feel like it's saying people want to move you to a better place, you know? Maybe if you have that chat with your boss as to what am I not doing or what did I do wrong? I feel like I deserve a little bit more consideration for the work I'm doing. And if I'm not, what more can I do, you know, in order to achieve, you know, what I feel is parity? And figure out what's wrong here. People want to take you to a better place. Maybe your investors too want to move that money where things will be much more lucrative for you, or at least more stable, you know, if they've been really tanking your investments. So I think this is a real positive in this position for you water signs. Oh boy, but ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Yikes, it's the Five of Swords. So, gee, you know, it seems to me like this might be kind of a losing proposition this week. I think that at best, you'll be able to walk away from situations that just aren't fulfilling you or, you know, being fair to you. But it just seems like people are in disagreement, you know, ultimately as to what, you know, what you want and what they feel you deserve or that you can get at this time. So let's take a look at this again, water signs. But before I do, I'm going to have my water break. I have my bubbly today. It's actually Canada Dry ginger ale and cranberry. Ooh, and that is sure good. All right. A little sweet, but good. So let's look at this again. Okay, water signs, Six of Pentacles reversed. You're not getting fairness. You're not getting equity. You need to think about what you have to do in order to achieve it. Do you need to leave something behind and start something new in order to get that? It's something you're going to have to focus on pretty strongly. You know, despite this Five of Swords here, there are people who want to see positive movement for you. They want to help you. But ultimately, maybe you can't reach agreement on them with exactly what it is you feel needs to be done. So one of you needs to change their minds and compromise, or, you know, do a better sell job to bring the other over to their side, you know. So it does look like a contentious week and that not much progress is going to be made. Sorry about that, but remember, it's the first week of the year, Mercury's retrograde, yada, yada, yada. And now we're going to go on for the 2 cards for water. Let's see what 2023, what pitfalls or positives 2023 has for you. Wow. Well, this time we have the 7 of Pentacles up reversed, which is interesting. Wow. And then we have the Page of Pentacles upright, which is very interesting. All right. So I think your challenge here is to move on, you know, or the challenge here is to move on, you know, to maybe remember what I said up here. You had to think about it. What can bring or restore parity? And then remember I said it seems like it's not going to happen. So I think this year you are definitely going to be moving on to either a new project goal, or you're going to start from scratch all over again if you truly believe in what you are doing. Good news for you, the Page of Pentacles is here. So the page is saying, hey, you want to move on? I have an opportunity for you. I have a new beginning. So, you know, there could be some good financial news. There could be a job offer. There could be, you know, something an investment coming through, something very positive here. But once you leave something behind or you abandon, you know, a certain thing that you have been doing or working on or a way of doing things. So I think that's going to be a big part of, you know, what's going to happen for you this year. A major shift in your material life. Good luck with that. How are my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's hope you are grounded during this Mercury retrograde period and feeling secure on solid ground. All right. Let's see what your focus is for the week ahead. Oh, for crying. Well, excuse me. We have the King of Swords. King of Swords is not feeling too confident about making decisions at this time. Feeling a bit wishy-washy, are you, Earth signs? You know, feeling like you're a little bit scared, and I can't blame you, you know. It's hard to make, you know, to want to make decisions when Mercury is retrograde, you know, but sometimes you can't avoid them. And you have to do the best you can. But it is saying that you're very confused and cloudy. So you know what? You may be king of the hill here, but you don't know everything. Maybe it's time to seek out some support or some help from others, you know. Get another expert opinion if you're having problems making decisions. And by all means, take your time. Do not rush into this. How best can you prepare for that focus? Hey, Earth signs, you got the moon reversed here. I'm trying to keep Sunny at bay at the same time. The moon is reversed here. And so, you know, it's interesting because how best can you prepare for that focus? By finding out what you need to know. And you know what? It might get revealed to you. Again, I really think this might be by talking it out with others. You know, if you're on any kind of business networks, if you're on any kind, or you have some mentors or advisors that you trust, I think they will help and they will reveal some things to you that you need to know in order to make better, you know, a better decision going forward this week. So, what about people? Would it be cooperation or conflict, or are they just hanging around? It's the Hangman. The Hangman is upright. I almost wonder if it's tied into the moon card a little bit reversed here, in that, the Hanged Man is going to show you things from a more broader perspective, a more objective opinion, so that maybe, you can get a better handle on things. It's possible here that why you're feeling so cloudy or confused is because you're just too close to the situation, and you need that outside perspective to give you perspective. All right, so let's see what the outcome will be here. Will there be, wow, this card's come up 3 times now. So will there be forward or backward movement, or no movement at all? I think there's movement. So I don't know what this decision is about, but it may be about something that you're working on, an investment that you're in, something along those lines. And you're just going to decide that, you either have to move the money somewhere else, or you're going to have to retool some project or procedures, that you've been using that are not providing the results you want, and move forward, move in a new direction, or move forward, but with a different mindset now. So it's interesting this week. Let's go look at this again. You're in a frame of mind of confusion. You need clarity. You can't seem to make a decision without it. And important decisions don't wait, for Mercury to go direct. So hopefully you will speak to others. Others hold the key here, I feel. And they will talk to you. They will reveal something to you that may have been hidden. Maybe you just couldn't see because you had a little bias and you were leaning in a certain direction and you could not see the broader picture. Hello. And there's the Hanged Man. Others are really truly going to help you see this. And I think ultimately what it's going to lead you to is facing that what you are doing, or how you're doing it now, or where you're putting your money is really not right. It needs something. It needs a retooling, or it needs to go back to the drawing board and start over, or abandoned and move on to something that will really pay off for you. Well, with that in mind, let's see what 2023 has in store for you. Now, it's interesting, in one reading here, I definitely saw a tie-in, at least in one, with the cards that were up here. But it doesn't necessarily have to be this way. This is kind of an overview of something you might face in the whole year ahead. A focus, so to speak. Opportunities and pitfalls. Let's just see. Hey, got the Empress here. That's awfully nice. The Empress is upright. And we have the Queen of Swords here. This is really nice too. So this is kind of interesting following that whole episode for this next week. I feel this year is a year that you could make some real breakthroughs. You could come up with some solutions to problems that have been vexing you for some time. It's going to be a very creative, a very productive period for you. And guess what? All is going to get better. Maybe it's just this Mercury retrograde period, Earth signs, that's going to throw you off your game, because the Queen of Swords is here. And the Queen of Swords is saying, hey, I've got this. I know I can make the appropriate decisions. And sometimes those decisions are not easy ones, rest assured. This is where you have to use your head over your heart. And even though some things might be pulling at your heartstrings, you will have to make the decisions that are most beneficial for you and what you're hoping to gain. And sometimes that can be rough, especially if you have to, cut back on staff, or you can't hire as much staff as you had hoped, whatever the case may be. So I wish you a lot of success in the new year. I wish everybody success in the new year. Let 2023 be better. And materially, let's hope the U.S. economy will be in good shape. and that the world economy also, because there's a lot of things that are affecting it right now. COVID resurgence in China, for example. Stay tuned because Mr. O and I are going to be doing our U.S. and world predictions real soon. And so we'll be...
What?
Yes, we are.
Oh.
And we will be checking in on all of these things: economy, climate, social issues, etc. So stay tuned for that soon on our YouTube channel. And don't forget Mr. O's weekly shows, his Goth Tarot, which is on at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday, where you can look at some of the challenges and shadow aspects of your life. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday is when his Emotional Exchanges airs, and you can find out about love in your life. And finally, be there for Happy Hour, Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See the smile on my face? We're all smiling at Happy Hour. Truly. Well, except when me and Mr. O bicker. But that makes you laugh, so it's all good.
Happy Hour is a no bickering zone.
It's a no bickering zone. We do try anyway. So anyway, guys, take care. So excited. It's a new year. Let's get it off the ground right. Wishing you the best. Have a great one, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.